And we're back with more Let's Play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Here's a cutscene. He got pwned.
Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi, I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gym cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
There are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
I got a little lost.
Spyro's going to help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is?
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talisman? If you come across any orbs, they're important too, but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Oh, how naive of him. Ganon and his minions have seized the island of Korodai. I'm sorry, that's the when he said Ripto and his monsters. That is the first thing that popped in my mind. And for some reason, John said the Mushroom Kingdom. Oh yeah, another significant added bonus in this game. You can swim now. That's convenient. Unfortunately, you have to pay money fags to be able to go underwater. Which, unless you do it right, most people do it wrong. You have to backtrack. And most people don't know that you can glitch your way through getting 100 in that level, 100%, before you can move on. But I sure found it out pretty quickly. Because, you know, when I was little, I pretty much no-lifed Spyro. Except for the first, or not the first one I'm good at. The third one, boy, are there some pretty hard mini-games in that one, let me tell ya. But anyway, we'll get to that one at a later date. Maybe. Thanks, John. You know what? Silence that. Or not. Okay, make me talk to her, that's right. No one cares. I've noticed that when you emulate or play on a PS2, Hunter's not standing there. But if you play it on a PS1, he stands here and tells you how to glide. It's not like you don't know from the first level or the first game. I don't know why he has to stand there and tell you how to glide. But for some reason, on any other systems, he's not there. Yeah, I'll try that on a PS3 too and report back. But I'm really not sure why he doesn't show up. I guess they didn't have these games in mind. And if you emulate the third one, it's very self-aware, because, like, once you go to get... Well, there he is! That's interesting. That's never happened.
Hi, Spyro. Ripto.
That's interesting. He's never showed up there for me before. Ironic. Oh, well. Well, either way, I'll report back about the PS3. It might. But you know what? I guarantee you, if you try to emulate that or play it on the PS2, he won't be there. That was a fluke. I can't believe that. As soon as I go to tell somebody about it, he shows up. Isn't it ironic how things work out? That gives me the angry face. Oh. I really hate that. And there he is again. How can he move so quickly without you seeing him?
Hi, bro.
He's a ninja. An orange ninja, and he's annoying, and he's always in your way, and he always makes you do really annoying mini games. And in the 4th and 5th game, you can play as him.
Nice job.
Well, I guess technically you can play as him in this one, but you're not actually, you know, walking around. Cheap. Real cheap. Well, Anyway, his butt should have moved out of the way. Now he's gonna be like, "Oh, you suck. You couldn't make that jump." Well, not in this one. He does it in the third one. But once again, that'll be at a later date. Well.
Very good.
Oh, very good. You're very gay. I don't know. Why isn't his face angry? Shouldn't he be mad that, you know, Ripto's in there destroying his life? I guess not. I guess he doesn't care. Oh yeah, that's right. He's too lazy. Can I be Aww. No swimming. Unfortunate. There's money fags, but I don't have enough money to learn how to swim yet. You have to have 500. You can get just short of 500. And it's very annoying, because it's like, ugh, just let me learn. But no, you have to do the annoying level with the weird Buddhist people first. No offense if you're Buddhist. In fact, I don't even know what these people are. They have statues, and they're fat men, so I'm assuming they're Buddha. But whatever. You don't need to watch these. They're stupid and corny, and it's just basically explaining to you what's wrong with their level. And every single one, I'm telling you, it's exactly the same deal. Some kind of enemies came in and, you know, ruined their lives, and they're too lazy to do it themselves. Even though apparently these guys have magical powers and they can move stuff, no, they have to call in a dragon from a completely different world to do it for them. What is this, America? No offense, I live in America. Call someone else to do it for you and then go eat McDonald's. Never mind. That's not funny. But at any rate, for some reason, a big Yeti is controlling all of these little... Hi, John. Welcome back. Anyway, there's a Yeti, and for some reason, all of his minions are goats. And fat goats. I remember one time I went to King's Island, and me and some random chick that was in line in front of me were waiting to ride Vortex, and we were talking about this game, and, well, she wasn't. She just started making this noise, and I was like, holy crap, are you talking about Spyro? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, oh my gosh, best game ever. I was a very happy panda, and that was like a very fun ride on Vortex. Not nearly as fun as the ride on the Beast me and John had a couple of weeks ago, the day after school went out, but that's a completely different story and with completely different people.
If you live in southwestern Ohio and have never been to Kings Island, very worth a visit.
Yeah, it's very fun if you're into that kind of thing. If not, by all means, stay away. I can't get John to get on Drop Zone, even though there are way more intense rides than that in Kings Island. Of course, his sister doesn't agree with me, but that's her opinion. But whatever.
Hey, look.
That's exactly what I would say if I could make stuff move like that. I'd be like, holy crap, look what I can do. But anyway, didn't they use these vases and all, and like 4 of, wait, 1, 2, and, yeah, 2, 3, and 4, they've used these vases. They've totally screwed up the formula in 5. Not that it's a bad game, it's just different. And then Legend of Spyro is a completely different series, so if they screwed up the formula in that one, fine by me. They didn't have to keep the original in that, because, you know, they came out and said, oh, by the way, this is a different series of games. And the 5th one, they didn't. And the 4th one kept the formula great, but no, they had to, like, act like it was still in beta when they released it. It's horribly glitchy, more so on the GameCube. And that's not because I've had a bias against Nintendo all my life, it's because it's more glitchy on the Nintendo.
I'm a fanboy.
John's a fanboy, he agrees. We're all happy. I'm sure Zoe wants to talk to me, she's like down low to the ground. Whatever, you can pause and read that if you want. Just saying. These things are fun. I wish they had those. I wish those were like in real life. I'd be launching myself on top of my roof. Yeah, it'd be pretty awesome. Just like, whee! Oh, I hit my head. Well, you know what? Honestly, it's me. That would probably happen. But it would be fun. Admit it. What if you could do this? Wouldn't you do it all day? Probably not. You'd probably get bored of it eventually. But anyway, enough rambling. Then there's this guy whose sound effects like to be recycled in the 4th game. Wee, bye-bye black line thing. I almost said black person. I swear to God, I'm not racist. Bye-bye black person. The evil Buddha. Ooh, bye-bye. Dude, I'm sorry. The people who create games, they have to be doing some serious acid. Who would think of this? And look, the spirit, when you flame him away, he's all sad. He's like, "Aw, I was having fun possessing a statue." Watch. I pay way too much attention to detail. What, Spyro's face isn't angry in the 3rd game or the 1st? Why is he so angry in this one? Is it because, you know, this isn't his world? I don't know. He's just angry for no reason, I guess. He's not sad like the spirits, that's for sure. If he was sad, I'm pretty sure this game would suck. He'd be cutting himself, and not... He'd be cutting it down the street, not across the road. And if you get that, you're awesome. Actually, you know what? If you get that, you're probably emo and should stop cutting yourself. No offense, don't get angry with me. Yeah, my friend was in an art class and she was talking to her other friend about how emos cut themselves, and then somebody came up to her and said, "Oh, you shouldn't talk bad about people cutting themselves. I cut myself." And it's like, well, maybe you shouldn't do it. Yeah, I'd get pretty mad if somebody started, you know, yelling at me about talking about people who cut themselves and how they shouldn't do it. They're like, "Oh, it relieves pain." You know what? Why am I talking about this? It has nothing to do with Spyro. Yeah, welcome to Let's Playing. I've watched them before, and surprisingly, before I knew John, I actually watched one of his. But anyway, this is... I was very elite in this, but, you know, I figured out that I was recording in very low quality earlier. And my mom is singing. Fortunately, you can't hear it. I hope not, otherwise... Ugh. Yeah, my brother's is better. Probably. You know what? I've never heard the quality of this mic. Yes, I have. I've watched yours before. John, stop talking. This isn't your Let's Play. Cry like a little baby. Anyway. This is easy. All you have to do is get the puck, throw it in, make 5 goals in 2 minutes. Simple. Now the next one, however, is not so easy. And I'm about to come up. After this, I'm gonna probably split the part because I'm coming up on 30 minutes, which, you know, that makes 2 parts since YouTube upped their uploading time, which is awesome. Yay! I never had to deal with the 11 minute, you know, time limit. It's better to cut early, according to Mr. Techie guy back here who's still talking. It's supposed to be mine, John. This is not a co-op. If you want to do another co-op, we can do something else. Subspace. You didn't hear that. Anyway, if there's a random cut right there, my dad thought it would be a cool idea to barge in, even though I told him not to bother me. Yeah, we'll just cut that out. You won't even know what happened. Well, now you do, because I just told you. Holy crap, I caught it. But anyway, welcome to the wonderful world of parents like to interrupt kids who Let's Play. And I will be splitting it right here. So, after this orb, I will see you soon. Bye.